Okay, so this is me celebrating my very last chemo treatment. In May of 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was at a routine mammogram. My doctor immediately stopped and said that she saw something she didn't like. She scheduled me the day after for a biopsy, and 3 days later, I was told I had breast cancer. At that point, everything started moving so fast. I'm frightened. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so frightened of this surgery. I had a double mastectomy. I pretty much thought that it was gonna be surgery, like one and done. And it ended up that the pathology came back and I needed to have chemotherapy treatment. So suddenly I was like, what? I am in for the long haul. My snack bag. During lockdown, it was even more stressful than I could have planned, but you know, we stayed flexible, we got through it. I completed my chemotherapy and my Herceptin treatment, and you know what? It's a couple of years later, and I feel so blessed. I feel so strong. Probably the healthiest I've been in a long time. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was premenopausal. I was not in menopause yet. When I started chemotherapy, it put me into menopause immediately, abruptly. That was a complete change in my hormones, in the way that I sleep, and certainly weight gain. I'm getting used to my extra 20 pounds. I call it padding, you know. It's my love curves, what can I say? My attitude is, so long as I'm doing everything I can and enjoy my life, keep stress down, and work with what's going on, I embrace it all. I'm thrilled to be 52. I look forward to every single birthday. If that brings on a pound or two, so be it. This has to all make it through and drip in, and everything, once that's set, then I'll start the next step, which is chemo. My chemotherapy course was every 3 weeks treatment, so it ended up being about 6 months. And during that, I was taking a drug that causes hair loss. So I did a treatment called cold capping, and that's the process of wearing a cap that freezes your scalp, and that creates a block so that the chemotherapy can't make it to the follicle and destroy it and damage it. And that's why we have hair loss. I did lose my eyelashes. I lost a lot of my eyebrows. Some have grown back. And I lost some hair on my head, but I feel really fortunate, and I love educating women about their options, because today there are so many options, and it's still one of the things that scares women most of all. Between breast cancer, menopause, having a little extra curve to me that, you know, I did have to completely change my wardrobe. I've had to edit. I threw out all my bras after my reconstruction. And you know what? It's been a journey. You know, my body's been shifting. It's been healing. It's been changing. And luckily, there is a lot of education. There's a lot of conversation that there wasn't even just a few years ago. I think for me, a main focus in my career today is talking to women and helping them get through this phase. I can't wait for the day when breast cancer is a disease of the past. I work and support 2 different foundations: Find the Cause Research and also BCRF. Find the Cause focuses totally on the environmental causes of breast cancer, because there are so many new diagnoses that are all in families that don't have breast cancer, so we need to know that. And BCRF works on the treatments, the life-saving treatments that help to save my life. You know, I didn't plan on it, but working with these 2 organizations brings me so much personal healing and happiness. It is absolutely my life focus. I never see a day in my future where I won't be working and supporting and fighting breast cancer to occur in other women. When you're given the diagnosis, a gun goes off.
Right.
Because everybody shows up, right? They show up, your entire focus is on saving your life. Everyone around you, your loved ones, friends, just like you jump to it.
Right.
I mean, it is the moment where it's all about you. What I would tell you I learned, and I learn every day, is that after the surgeries, the chemo, the Herceptin, whatever it is you're going through, radiation, all of it, you realize that your family has been through a lot. The kids, my husband.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that this really does take not just a physical toll, but an emotional toll on everybody.